so good to have you in Durban.
Yeah, no, I love Durban. So glad to be back.
And is this your first Ignite in Durban?
No, I was here 6 years ago. In my first year of EO in 2017 or 18,
Okay,
I was at Ignite already.
Amazing. So it was a year, I joined in 2019.
Yeah.
Okay, so where was that actually?
It was also here. I think it was same place.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So the last time we had it 3 years ago was at Beverly Hills. It was a little bit different. But you're a Cape Town member.
No, I actually joined EO from Johannesburg.
Johannesburg.
With a Johannesburg chapter because Cape Town, someone vetoed against me in Cape Town. There's a bit of a history.
Okay.
And a story and a fuck you email that I sent to some, people. So I joined Johannesburg. I never was in Forum in Cape Town. I was always in Johannesburg. And but changed chapters to Cape Town. Then COVID hit. My Joburg forum turned virtual, and then after 2 years, when we wanted to go back to in person, it was time for me to depart. And I had 2 virtual forums that I was part of since, and that's now my home. So I was part of the founding members of the MAPA Platinum 1. No, sorry, APAC Platinum 1 chapter. We call it the Global Bridge chapter because it's for nomads and digital, like global citizens that don't have one home, that call the whole world their home.
So 2 virtual forums?
Currently, it's only one forum.
Okay, currently one.
Or actually, I'm joining a second forum, one for psychedelic integration.
Okay.
And virtual forums ever since COVID came. I never went back to in person.
Okay, perfect. I said earlier, well done. It was your talk was amazing, and I think most people do know your story, and it's incredible, we would call it. So, but you originate from Germany, am I right?
Correct, yes. And born and raised, and I arrived in South Africa 18 years ago.
18 years ago, okay. But you lived a nomad life, it sounds like.
The last 5 years, I've started saying I'm home wherever I'm standing. So right now I'm home in Durban,
okay,
but only for like 4 nights.
Okay.
And generally when traveling, I try to arrive wherever I am, ready to stay forever, but usually, or as a, nearly all the time, I leave after a maximum of 3 weeks. So being a nomad and just exploring, arriving in every place and making it my home, fully understanding that nothing is forever.
Perfect. And what are the pros to that? What do you see as a pro to that?
Excitement. My ADHD brain is getting stimulated. I basically have to reacquaint myself with a new home every couple of days. You have so many opportunities to have first choices. So you don't have to set into pattern, and it's ideal if you want to challenge yourself, learn about yourself, try new things, and also get rid of old habits, because it's so much easier when you arrive at a new place to make a decision of, do I meet the boys for like a beer? Or do I get to bed early to try that yoga place around the corner, and you might learn something new that no previous yoga teacher ever was able to tell you.
And where are you off to next?
I actually don't know. I've got a flight booked to Hong Kong on the 17th, but I have to stay a few more days for a conference against an anti-extortion summit by the Western Cape government.
Okay.
And so I have to move that flight anyway, and I might actually pop to Europe for a few days, and I haven't yet decided.
What's the most difficult thing about being a nomad?
I would say, of course, there's also days that are not awesome, where you don't just get to learn something exciting and new, but where you need to learn, maybe it sucks being by yourself. And so I always say like 80% of the days are great, 20% are not so really great. But I would say most people living a regular life would probably give it a similar ratio of awesome to not so awesome days. And it's just different challenges you have to solve on your not so great days.
Yeah. Okay, and you spoke even on stage a bit about plant medicine, ayahuasca specifically.
All of them.
Yeah.
But I just said, like, ayahuasca is my home. Like, it's the one thing, the one teacher plant that never let me down so far.
Okay. So is that how you utilize that technology? You
Yes.
Okay.
Most of the consumption or use is as a medicine in a retreat setting for a journey, not for recreational party use.
No, not for, we can call it Nixie Pie or ayahuasca, yeah. Definitely not for recreational.
I mean, look, I heard of people microdosing it. I haven't, that's still on my bucket list. And yeah. But
I have with DMT, but not, and just tested it for a bit, but I wasn't very sure of what was going on in the mornings there. And it's, I don't know how you would do it with ayahuasca. It's interesting. Were you in Johannesburg Ignite in 2019? Ronan Ayres. Are you familiar with Ronan?
Oh, I know Ronan very well. Yes. No, we shared beds. We are in part of the same chapter. He also joined the Global Bridge chapter.
Oh, amazing.
I was privileged to share my room with this man.
Yes, yeah. So he did a psychedelic talk in 2019 that I was very privileged to be a part of, and then he opened a group, and now the group is one of the largest groups I think in EO, the psychedelics group, and there's a retreats section and that sort of stuff. We obviously saw about the Beerhouse, and I know that your background, I heard that your background was in tech. What other businesses, how are you able to be a nomad and be a beerhouse, and tell me about your businesses?
So all my businesses, past and also in the future, center around my mission of building platforms for people to connect on. So not me being the one connecting, putting two people together, but really creating a platform where people automatically gravitate to and connect on. So the first platform I built in '98 is an online community, basically the German Reddit. Then I created an offline networking party for the online marketing industry called Club. And I enjoyed that so much that then I built Beerhouse, again, primarily as a platform for people to meet friends, old and new. And always, an inviting environment that is friendlier and safer than comparable venues at the same time. And now I'm setting off to build another venture, which again plays to this very nature for you to have meaningful, creating a safe space for you to have meaningful circles of belonging. And I'm taking a lot of liberty to lend from what EO people know as forum, but what out there barely anyone knows and has in their life. Some of us have the luck to be really close and and fully open about their deepest issues, maybe with family or close friends. But I do believe that majority of us in the Western world, we are actually quite closed off. We are not opening our heart and our true self to our friends and family. So, I mean, we know this, but there's so many more people that don't have $1 million turnover that deserve the same kind of platform, and that is what I would like to co-create.
Amazing, I love it. Just one last thing, why did you come to Ignite Durban?
Well, for me, it's time to decide, when is the right time to really fully return to South Africa. It might be this year, it might be next year. So it was time to reconnect with a tribe here. I think there's no better event in place. And I'm really, excited to see that it's such an international platform for the whole MAPA region. And for me, it's all about connections. It's not only my own platforms where I like to connect on, also platforms like this.
Perfect. And so we'll see you in Cape Town next year.
If next year's in Cape Town, sign me up right now, yes.
Perfect.
Cool.
Thanks so much. Anything else you want to say?
Yeah, look, I mean, I love this tribe. There is, as I mentioned, we have this neurodiversity tribe within EO that I launched, modeled after, Ronan's Psychedelics and Beyond group. So if you are ADHD, autistic, dyslexic, join the freaking community if you feel like connecting with like-minded people.
Yep.
And yeah,
Amazing. Thank you for that. Yeah.